everybody. Glad to see that you joined up today's stream. We got a lot to cover. Um, we got some personal stuff I'm gonna share. It's projects that I've been doing that are Earth Wars related, and boy, we got a lot of people in chat today. This is good to see. We got Sharksy. We've got Reshi Mine. Hey, Reshi. For those of you that don't know, Reshi does some really great guides for bots on Earth Wars, so definitely check out his channel after the stream. He does fantastic guides, and I also do most of his thumbnails for him. We got Twilight Tier, who's hopefully not going to break the game on me today, or the stream. Let's hope. We've got Dread81. Hey, Dread, good to see you, bro. Let's see. I'm doing good today. Got a lot of real life stuff taking its toll on me, but otherwise I'm doing okay. We got Roy Gamer. Hey, Roy Gamer, glad to see you. Let's see. We've got Solja in the house. You know, Solja's the other official content creator left standing. Definitely check out his channel. He did a great overview, profile, showcase, I guess you want to call it, on Wheelie and Crasher. He does them all for all the bots. He's really been knocking it out of the park with his new overviews, which I will come back to in the announcements. Let's see, we got Blazin8. Hey, Blazes, good to see you, buddy. Let's see. Oh, all right. Well, that's it for the moment. I thought we'd have other people on here. Maybe they're just lurking or trolling. But either way, it's all good. So on to the announcements. All right. So here we go. We've got new HQ19 buildings. We've got the autocannons coming up. We're going to feature... We're going to go over and review all the buildings that have been revealed for HQ19 later in the stream. We've got the new skins, of course, the Combiner Wars Blue Streak and the Age of the Primes Brawl. So they're coming in for the CyberPass. We've got videos returning to the newsletter. This was a nice feature that I think both Soul and myself were able to preview. Callum gave us a nice preview of the newsletter, and I think we were both happy to see this feature return to the newsletter. And like I said, Soul did some really, really nice overviews or showcases of the new bots. They got added to the newsletter this week, so that was a nice return to see, in my opinion. I'm glad to see that. Then there's a couple of personal projects, like I said earlier, that are Earth Wars based that I'll be going over. I'm working on I guess you could say a wiki of sorts. It's kind of a nice front end to my Quintessence bot. Hey, we got Trax. There he is. So good to see you, Trax. We're going to be, we'll explore that a little bit. I did get the okay from Callum, because I shared with him that project that I was doing, and he really likes what I had shown so far. And back when I showed it to him, it was in its really rudimentary stage. I've done some major updates since then, and I've had a few people within the circles that I've shared the links to the web IP address for the front end on this wiki, just to get their feedback and have them do some testing. Megatron is here. He just showed up. Hey, Megatron, good to see you, bro. Speaking of this new wiki, he's one of the guys that will probably help refine the data and make sure that it's all Cabana, because he also administrates my Discord bot dashboard and helps manage the info on that. So yeah, and then I've got another private project I've been doing, which is called a Data Sheets Omnibus, and like While it doesn't contain all 2200 of my data sheets, it contains, and you can see like the little ad for it coming up now. You can see you can see about 1800 or so all in this gargantuan PDF, but we've got it's still a work in progress, but these are some of the private projects I've been addressing on Earth Wars, and honestly, it's helped that that I stepped down from being a Earth Wars server moderator, so I can focus on some of these projects a little bit more, so that I'm not having to go and uh, administrate 3 servers or moderate 3 servers or anything like that. So yeah, it's opened up a little bit of time for me to address some of these new side projects that are pretty much based off of my Discord bot for my alliance. But yeah, so we've got those in the way, and I'm gonna showcase some of that here. But first, we're going to go over the HQ19 buildings reveals. Here's what we've gotten so far. These are the headquarters for the Autobots and the Decepticons. And I know that we had a lot of people, saying, what the hell with the Autobot one? The Decepticon one looks like a PS5 or a modem or a router. And it does. Twilight. No, I haven't, but I can after the stream. So I know what Twilight's asking about the and I thought I included you in that circle, but weird. Okay, I'll make sure to include you, Twilight. But yeah, these are the HQs for HQ19 coming, so. They're looking good. They're keeping with the aesthetic of the new buildings. And then we've got the alloy harvesters, which are a nice update to the current ones that are currently in there. They're not bad, nothing special. They're just alloy harvesters. What can we say about that? Then we've got the alloy storages, which are, in my opinion, a major improvement over to what we have right now. I like them. The textures, I am worried about, because they are going with better high definition imagery and sprites. So I don't know how that's going to work on some lower resolution phones, but we'll hopefully see. One of my new favorite designs is the Energon harvesters. I love these designs. Not just because it looks like my computer, but I just like how this design overall is just something different. It's new. It doesn't look like the previous versions or a rehash of the previous versions. These are definitely new. These are some of my favorite of the new buildings designs. I really dig these. And then we've got, here we go, the new scanners. These I like, and I know that we commented on them on last week or so, that, finally they got away from the round dish, and, we've got something more in line with what's going on. So I'm really digging these. I'm really liking. Overall, I have a very positive feeling to the HQ19 buildings, but I love the new scanners as well. But so far, the Energon harvesters are still my new favorite building. Then we've got the newest buildings released this week, or revealed this week, I should say. And these are the autocannons. These things look mean. And I like them. I don't know if these upgrades are gonna do laser shots, or they're gonna stick with the I guess you could say hardware shots, shelled shots or something. But these things look mean. I like how these look. These are just really, I mean, major upgrade for the design. They look like they're fortified. It looks like they're going to have some mass HP. Yeah, they kind of do look a little Lego-ish, Patrick, but at the same time, I do kind of like it. I'm digging it. It's not so horrible that it's like but you know, we'll see. I really like the new autocannon designs. They're really doing a fairly decent job. And then on to our favorite new building designs, the walls. These are the wall segments for HQ19. And I know that we had laughingly and joked said, these look like this looks like the Planet Express headquarters from Futurama, and it kind of does. But at the same time, we got to keep in mind these are wall fragments. These aren't going to be big big buildings. So these are going to probably be scaled down a bit, and I still like them. They really do at the larger size look like the Futurama Planet Express headquarters, but I'm not upset with it, I'm not gonna be upset with it. I really like those new buildings. So that's what's been revealed so far. And I know we still have a lot of other buildings to go over and get released and revealed. And I know that we're going to have a lot more things to go over. That showcase or that reveal list, which I'm thinking of keeping included in my stream, is going to be a really... it's going to get long, because right now we have like a total of 28 or 29 buildings. Plus, there are, and I'm going to put in quotes, rumors of a new defensive building. Whether it's the one that we saw last year, playtesters, we don't know. We would love that building to come back. We had a lot of good feedback from that building. It was glitchy in some use cases, but I think the overall consensus for playtest with that new defense was we liked the idea behind it. Um, yeah. So, and yeah. Onto some other stuff before we start our community corner, which, as we all know, eats up the majority of the stream, which I never have a problem with. I didn't mean that to come off like a bad thing, because I love working with you guys. We come up with some weird, wacky, and highly effective things, and I will never ever fault you guys for it. So, on to other things. Like I was saying, I was working on a private wiki. Caleb gave me the thumbs up to go ahead on this, and this was a nice little project that I've been working on. This is a front end that's based on my Quintesson's Discord bot. So all the information in there is essentially what's in the bot itself. And we've got, and it's not updating right now. I don't know why, because I just scrolled down the page, and let's get this going again. Let's see if we can get this to update. Update for me. It's not updating. Why? Damn it. Okay. Typical CF fashion. We've got an issue. Browser issue. Oh, I know why. I do know why, actually. That's my fault. Give me a second. Because I do know why, actually. And okay, it's not showing up that way. All right. Well, okay. Well, anyway, I've been doing this new private project for the wiki, for a wiki, I should say. It's not public yet. Probably won't be for quite some time. But as a lot of my friends and those that I trust in the close circle to look over the wiki and such, um, and manage the dashboard and stuff. I've been building it out so that it is right now, even with the current state of it, it is far more up to date than the official Transformers Earth Wars wiki. But we're not trying to outdo or usurp the Earth Wars wiki by any means. You know, just offer another potential more up to date source that players can possibly go into and address. You know, for stuff like bot information and such. And it really sucks that the window capture is not working at the moment. Give me just a second. I really want this. I really want to show off a lot of the features to you guys. I really do, because I love some of the features that are built into this. So let's see if I can't get this going. Let's try this. Let's try this source. I think it's that one. Uh-oh, we just went black. Maybe not that one. Maybe this one? No, that's the one I'm currently on, so it is this one. Okay, but nothing is coming up. Okay, well, that's my own idiocy for not testing it out. But let me see. I know I can do something here to get it to show it to you guys. I know I can. I know I can, and I will, because I really want to show this off to you guys. I'm slightly proud of this project. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a fun and tedious little project that I love. You know, it's a labor of love, and I really want to show it to you guys. Let's see. Yeah, you're not gonna come through, are you? No, it's not gonna come through. Dang it. Okay, but yeah, I mean, we've done a lot with this little project, and really want to have this be a good resource for players, not just within my alliance, but all the players in general, because you know, I don't want to say I'm the sole source that helps keep things updated. I mean, I know that there are community members out there like Action Whale, J-Rad, Twilight, Fireclaw, Megatron, Reshi, a lot of guys. They all help manage and keep the data updated. And I've got the guys that help tweak that out and make that happen along with me. But at the same time, you know, there's not like a global resource, and there's, you know, you've got like TFWiki and stuff which players contribute to, and a lot of that information hasn't been updated either. But we've also got, you know, we've got resources out there that we kind of have landlocked and such, but we've been getting a lot of good feedback from both some of the players that have gone over the wiki and the new wiki that I'm developing, as well as our data sheets and stuff. So we've got some good feedback that way. So let's see what's going on in here. Trax says he hopes that they allow buildings to be stacked upon each other because we're running out of room. Yeah, we are. From what I have potentially seen, there might be an expansion to the map, but I know that's a huge undertaking. I don't know if they're actually going to finish that or not. We do need a little bit more room on the base map. I'm not going to argue or disagree with that by any means. But yeah, so that's definitely in agreement there. But oh, you know what I can do? I'll do this. I'll just swap out the source for this real quick. Watch this. This will be nice. Okay, so there we go. This is how my new bots interface kind of looks. And this is in desktop view, so they're side to side. If you do tablet or mobile, they'll be stacked, and they'll overshow the bots, their class, their faction, all that stuff. And I've got a nice little form on their details page that goes ahead, and if you see something that needs to be updated, we'll update it. We'll make the updates to it. And it also attaches, screenshots in case you want to ensure that the data that we're providing or that you're providing gets updated as accurate. Roy Gamer, we're meaning the base map. The grid where you actually place buildings. Theoretically, it might be getting expanded. It might not be. We should know more from the team later down the line. I'm not sure if they're going to do it or not, because I understand that's a big undertaking, and the grid for that isn't symmetrical. It is asymmetrical. So there's a lot involved in that. Okay, so enough about my little private wiki stuff. Let's move on to some more fun ideas. And why is everything crashing on me today? Ay, ay, ay. This should be working, but it's not. Ay, ay, ay. Everything is just giving me problems today. I will admit I am slightly discombobulated this weekend. Like I said, there's been a lot going on in my real life that has that has tossed me for a loop. But overall things are going well. But and if people know, they know. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna press it any farther than that. If you know, you know. And we're gonna do strategizing today. I totally forgot to update this, so. So yeah. All right, so. Actually, my computer does not tracks. It's usually just me. Honestly, ever since I've switched over back to Linux, I should say, any screw ups I can honestly admit are kind of on my own. And yeah, I am becoming a bit of a bug collector, but I don't like insects that much. I mean, there are a couple I like Bombshell and Black Arachnia, that's about it. But yeah, all right, so now is the fun time that we're going to open up to the community. Yeah. Well, actually, tracks here. I can actually. Let's do something. This will be kind of fun, I think. Helps if I go to the right place first of all. But but yeah, if you zoom in, you can actually see that the grid is somewhat asymmetrical, and it doesn't quite line up. There's some areas that have a grid that aren't placeable, but there are others that are. So it's really interesting in that regard. But yeah, no, Cheeto and I have been playing around with some base layouts and some testing. But I want your guys' feedback who have Wheelie or are in playtest. What kind of a squad are we going to put together to play against? They do have to include Crasher and Wheelie, guys. So we've got to, we definitely have to take that into account. So help me out. Let's put some strategies together. Let's put some squads together. Let's see how we're gonna tackle some things. Cause I'm really up for suggestions. I've been doing some of my own testing with it, and I know how I would go. So maybe I'll start it off this way. We're gonna do Crasher. We're gonna do Half Shell. We're gonna do Barricade. One of my favorites, Terramander. Another one of my favorites, Black Arachnia. We're going to move on down. We're going to throw in Twilight's favorite bot, Counterpunch. And I'm not even going to mention the other bot, so shut up, Twilight. I'm not mentioning Mind Wipe. And we'll do... Let's do C-Clamp, and we'll throw in... I don't know who we want to put in. You know what? We'll throw in... damn it, where did he go? Because Cheeto and I have been working with D16 a little bit too, but I don't think I have him maxed out yet. No, I don't think so. Where did he go? I thought he was maxed out, but maybe not. Nah, you know what? We'll throw in Dinobot. Oh, all right. All right. Roy Gamer says Shockwave. All right, we'll throw Shockwave up there. Make my blood chill. Make my blood chill, please. All right. And we never do the suggested zone in CFTactics. So we're actually going down a zone. Just because we don't like doing the suggested zone on this channel. But here we go. Hey, wow, this is somewhat similar to mine. But, okay. So for those... Oh, crap, I don't have a combiner. Well, oh well. We should be able to make this work. So let's see how we get these guys going. And I want Wheelie and Crasher to hit that MDS and reduce its range. Oh, crap, they just totally obliterated that MDS. Alright, was that an MDS or was that a mortar? I thought that was an MDS. But maybe it wasn't. That was a nice shot, though. Just obliterated that. Motor Master. Twilight's asking for Motor Master. We'll do another squad here in a couple of minutes because I want people to be able to understand how to strategize and work with Crasher and Wheelie. Despite the fact that I've done, you know, streams with them and all that stuff. So we'll see. And we're going to take Barricade right over there, take that out, everything else falls. So there we go. Yeah, Fireclaw, not only did we reduce its range, we obliterated the dang thing. So yeah, that damn MDS went bye-bye. That was kind of a nice additional surprise. So that was interesting to say the least. I mean, obliterated it. Whew. That was rough. I'm not gonna lie. That was something impressive. I was not honestly expecting that, and I think most of you realized that by my expression was like, wow, what the heck. But let's keep the party going. Who are we gonna build on the next squad? Because that was a fairly effective squad. There we go. I'm showing them off to you. Yeah, these guys are all at max level. And I know before Twilight says anything other than Motor Master, we'll throw Mind Wipe onto this squad too. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like me some Mind Wipe too. I really do. I'm not gonna lie. Mind Wipe's pretty badass. I like him. Alright, so we're throwing Crasher in here. We had Motor Master and Shockwave. Well, Shockwave didn't get much use because he really wasn't needed. Alright, so let's see. Motor Master. He's down here a bit. I know that. Right there. We're going to throw in some Mind Wipe, I suppose. Before Twilight has an aneurysm and screams to his scream and screams at me in Discord and stuff. I think we're going to throw in some Starscream. G1 Breakdown. Alright, let's see. Do I have him in 5-star? I believe I do. Let's see. G1 Breakdown. Let's find him. He's in here somewhere. Wait, this is playtest. Yeah, I have all the bots on playtest. Let's see if I can't find him. I thought I had him in 5-star. I could have sworn I did. I probably passed him by. Let's see. Breakdown. G1 Breakdown. I could have sworn I passed him by. Alright, I'm not seeing him. But yeah, I like the idea of doing some legacy bots too. That is definitely great. Where the fuck is he? Pardon the language. I'm frustrated and like I said, I've had a long week this week, guys. I'm tired and burnt out, and the fact that I'm still smiling is something. But let's see. Okay, well, you know what? We'll go by name. That makes... I'm having difficulties of my own today, see? But yeah, we'll do Breakdown G1. There's Breakdown Prime. Oh, I only have him... He's only in 4-star, that's right. Okay. Let's see. Trigger Happy. Alright, let's bring in some Trigger Happy. Now, guys, remember, we got to complement we got to work with Crasher on this. You know, Crashers can't be just the highlight on this. I mean, I would like it to be, but you know, we gotta work with strategizing around Crasher. You know, or how to put him into a team effectively. So that's kind of the focus that I want to try to keep going here, guys. But I like the idea of Trigger Happy. That sounds interesting. Terramander Thrust, blah, 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 Viper. There's Trigger Happy. Okay, Trigger Happy's in there. Beast Wars Max. Ouch, blazes. All right. Beast War Megs. Ooh. I don't think he's going to do well, but we'll throw him in there. Alright, Rajir, we'll try that later with our next squad. And let's see, who else are we going to throw up in here? You know what, since we've got Brawl getting an Age of the Prime skin, we'll throw Brawl in here. And we've got Grow Agra. Hi, welcome to the stream. We're currently just going over some squad building for and around Crasher. So this should be interesting. Yeah, Twilight, I get where you were going with that. There's no reason to add stealth, and stealth doesn't stack. So that doesn't quite work out. I know where you were going and what you were meaning, and yeah, I gotta see. Let's see that MDS range reduction. Oh yeah, it reduced its range. There's no MDS left. That's what we call 100% range reduction, even though the tooltip says it's like 95%. So yeah, I'm loving it. You know, people are gonna complain and compare to Iron Bison and stuff, but you know what? Crasher is really a good bot. You know, for you know, clearing out bases and such. And let's get Mind Wipe in the range of something, because I think I've got his bounce enabled too. So let's get that going. Right there on that mortar. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Oh, I don't have his bounce. Oh, it just ultimately just took that out. Nice. But yeah, he's bouncing. And we've got the... We'll use Breakdown G1 over here against the base to electric stun it. Beast Wars Megs is doing a pretty... He's actually lasted a lot longer than I expected him to, but we're going to attack that shield gen with him. We're going to rush some bots in there. Beat the hell out of this HQ with adaptive shielding. It's not going to last too long. And there we go. Yes, Megatron, it totally has. It totally has been reduced. And Fireclaw, I agree with you. That is range reduction at its finest indeed. Okay, so we had a great suggestion up here in chat. Let me take 2 warriors, rush them to a cluster, and then use Crasher's ability. Try that. And that came from Raj. So we'll build a 2 warrior team. We'll put some warriors in the next squad here. We'll get it all cleared out, and then we'll go attack somebody. I think I know what kind of a strategy he's going for here. I get it. So let's see. But Raj, also understand, Crasher is not a warrior. Crasher is a special. That really does need to be emphasized. So while they have a similar attribute to warriors, you know, with their ability and such, they are not warriors. And you know what? We're going to put Culligan, and I'm going to bring Headstrong back in here. And then we're going to pad it out with some air. We'll do some Acid Storm and Breakdown. So we've got our special. We've got our 2 warriors. We'll throw a medic on here. And I know a lot of everybody just went, whoa, CF said the bad word, medic. But we'll throw a medic in here. And since my boy Cheeto ain't on, I'm going to throw on D16 in here too. Because we've been playing around with him privately, and we'll throw Antagony on here, because I also do like Antagony. I didn't at first, I'll admit, you know. But let's see. And Roy Gamer is saying, use Headstrong and Barricade. Nah, man, we gotta don't follow convention. The fact that I even used Headstrong is something. But okay. Oh man, look at this. HQ right there. Right there. That's not fair. But we're not here to go after the HQ. We're here to strategize and work with Crasher. So let's do Crasher, Headstrong, and Culligan. And then we will bring Headstrong up there. We'll bring Culligan right there. And then we'll do Crasher right here in the middle so her AoE hits. And yeah. Did a pretty decent job there. We're going to rush them. We're going to rush him up there. We're going to bring... Oh, come on. I can't target... Oh, that's an outpost pot. That was my fault. There we go. Bring some AoE over in here. And now, before they die a hard and miserable death, I'm going to launch D16 over here by the HQ so that he can take it out. And I'll rush Headstrong over. And Crasher should be taking a nice walk over, and she is. There she goes. Takes out Swoop, and the headquarters falls. Huh. That's an interesting build there, Twilight. You know, using Armada Wheeljack with Legion and Skyboom. I can see how that would work. It would definitely do some interesting stuff there. So yeah. Yeah, hey, Blazes, my Beast Wars mix is maxed out. He's pretty high, and he can live a while. So yeah, I was rather impressed that he actually did live as long as he did. So that was a nice turnabout. But yeah, so I mean, that Warrior Rush group that Raj suggested, that works really really well. So I'm really really pleased that that worked out. I'm really really surprised that worked. Um, just as effective as it was. So that was really cool. Dev Zero's on. Hey, he made it up. Welcome, Dev. Glad to see you, bro. Glad to see you. Yeah, so you missed a bit in the stream, but nothing that you can't watch on playback. We're just doing some community strategizing with Crasher and Wheelie. So yeah, we've got some fun stuff going on. And there's Coligan getting ready for the research lab. So yeah, that was an interesting and fun exercise. Now I'm curious to see what else we can come up with, because let's face it, Crasher has an electric ability, and I want to see if she'll synergize well with Cryo. She should, because those two go together. So yeah, I'm definitely interested to see what's going to come out of that. So where can we grab a cryobot? Who would be? Oh, you know who? Guyhawk. Let's do Guyhawk. Who is metal? I forgot for the bots. Like I said, I've had a long stressful week, but I'll figure it out, or one of the players here will mention who Guy Hawk's Autobot companion is. Raj is asking, if you use 2 warriors, pop all the outposts along the way, and spawn Wheelie, it's going to clear the entire cluster of bots and defenses. It could. It depends on the levels of the. It depends on the levels of the defenses, the levels of the outposts, and who is in the outposts. So that is a potential. That's a potential good use there, Raj. I'm not saying yes or no. I'm just saying that's a good potential use for it. But you've got to understand, Crasher's not really designed in that regard. That's why you want to back them up with your warriors, because they'll go in. They're not going to pop the outposts. So, and no, Roy Gamer, I'm not going to use my main account, because I'm not going to reveal the secrets of my live base. I'm sorry, I will not do that. So sorry, Roy, not going to happen. That's how people beat me in this game, is when I reveal my live base. That's why I reveal my playtest base. Plus, I've got every bot here on playtest, Roy. That's why I use it, so that we can build it out that way. And we'll throw Crankcase in here, and let's just try these 3 bots. We're gonna do Crasher, we're gonna do Guyhawk, and we're gonna do Crankcase. Let's see how these 3 bots work. This is going to be an interesting test for me. And we'll let them all go right down here. And I want to hit that MDS right there. And then we're gonna come in there and bam, ba-bam, just like that. Ooh, Crankcase is dying. Crankcase died. Alright, here we go. Against an outpost bot. Against Blaster. He got sucked up, and nothing really happened with that. I think it was because he was in his transformation. But he did do some... Crasher did do some damage against them. It looked like, yeah, it looked like there was a little bit of a disable effect going on there. So that was kind of good. And I'm going to throw in my Titan and come up here and hit that beam laser. And I know probably everybody just yelled at the screen, you should go after that my Chronos core. Well, maybe I will. Like that. Get that my Chronos out of the way. But Crasher is really holding their own against this set, and I mean doing a mean job. And they're not designed to work like this, but they are freaking they're just taking it. I love it. This is great. And she'll target the HQ. She did a lot. Wow. That was mean. That was some hard hit there. Yeah, I think you're right. Megatron, I think, or Raj, rather. I'm sorry, Raj. I think Crasher did take out all the minions pretty much right after they got launched. So that was a good thing. So yeah, if you've got Crasher or Wheelie on your team, attack those outpost bots when they're early, so that you can take out those minions. That was a unintentional side effect of that test, but that's why we test these things. That's why we do stuff like this. That's why I like working with the community on stuff like this. We discover fun, interesting little cool things like this. So yeah, I'm digging it. I'm really happy with it. Excuse me, guys. I had to take a drink. But yeah, so this has been a fun exercise. I know that we still got plenty of time left in the stream. You know, I generally allocate like an hour, but we're still having some fun here, right, guys? Please tell me we're having some fun here, some interesting exercises. Oof. Okay, sorry about that dead air. I was just looking at my Discord real quick. So yeah. All right. You know what? I deserve that fire claw. I think I really do deserve that. But, damn, yeah. Yeah, no. I can't say anything against it. I did kind of deserve that. No, we're not having any fun at all. Who says that? But yeah. Oh man. Who was I looking for on Discord? Oh yeah, Twilight. There he is. Alright, Twilight, check out your Discord. I just sent you a link. So, Blazes it, yeah. Yeah, Autobot bashing is always fun. Wheelie sucks. Crasher's awesome. There we go. So, I don't know. But, all right. Let's do a couple more. Let's do a couple more here. Now, I've got an idea. looking over the comments from Raj and Megatron and even Fireclaw here, I got a couple of ideas here. Here's what I'm going to try to do. I am thinking we will bring in Mr. Bombburst. We will bring in, of course, the bot of the hour, Crasher. Not Counterpunch, Crasher, I said. There it is. We'll bring in a couple of lesser favorite bots here. And I know that a lot of people don't, think of things, but I am thinking, I saw earlier a comment for Waspinator. So we're going to throw Waspinator into this mix. Because I do like Waspinator, actually. I'm not going to complain or lie. I do like Waspinator. He's not as good as Scourge, in my opinion, but we'll bring Waspinator in here. Oh, Spen, you're missing a lot of the stream. You always miss a lot of the stream. But it's okay. You came back from a boat trip today. That's all good. And let's not forget the past cons and bots that mismatched even though they are the same bot, says Trax. No scavengers. No scavenger, Trax. No scavenger. You know what? All right. We'll do scavenger. Why not? Because I cannot say no to Trax. Because if I say no to Trax, Trax will bombard me in Discord. No, he really won't. But he'll be like, what the hell, CF? Come on, man. I gave you some pretty good suggestions. And I will be like, yeah, you did. And actually, I think it was actually Trax who said we should go over some strategizing tips this weekend. I think it was him. I talked to several people, and we're all like, yeah, I think we're gonna do some strategizing. So we'll do that. And I'm going to throw Knockout in here, too. I like Knockout, too. Taz Kid. All right. Taz Kid is good. Yeah, because he's got Electric and Cryo, too. That's Antagony. I'm looking through T's. And Trax did that because he knew I would scroll down to T looking for Taz Kid, forgetting that I was on the con side. I know you did that on purpose, Trax, and I don't blame you. I would have too. And then, wait, how many more bots do we need? We need 2 more bots. 2 more. Come on, give me 2 more. Did I say I was ignoring it? I threw Scavenger in there, Trax. Come on, man. All right. Any chance you send over some of those coins, CF? Blazes, this is my playtest account. I can't send those coins if I wanted to. And let's see. Come on. 2 more bots, guys. Two more. It was the girl ant, Trax. Yeah, it's Antagony. Let's throw. You know what? I'm gonna pick 2 more bots here at random. I'm gonna click on my screen and see what. Oh, Hunger. I just passed Hunger, and then the next bot will be completely random. I'm just gonna scroll up. Damn it, Patrick. Damn it, Megatron. All right, fine. We will. Well, I can't really complain. I opened up the forum. So, and Junk Keep. All right, there we go. We got Bombburst, Crasher, Waspinator, Scrapper. Wait, why is Scrapper in here? I wanted Scavenger. What did I do? There we go. Scavenger this time. Knockout, Antagony, Hunger, and Junk Heap. And in good old-fashioned, what do we do on this channel? We never use the suggested zone. That's gonna be a trivia question one of these days. I'm gonna do that one of these days. That's gonna be like a trivia question. Like, what is one thing we'd never do on CFTactics? And nobody's gonna get it right. Well, maybe somebody will. And I just deployed all at once. Ugh. I'm not really paying attention. Sorry, guys. My mind is kind of elsewhere at the moment, because of some real life stuff. Don't take it personally. Don't take it as derogatory. I'm just slightly absent-minded. And wow, that AOE really cleared out that center of the base. That was impressive. That really was impressive. And we're gonna launch knockout. Oh, what? Oh, knockout's not even in range. Ugh. And then let's take Crasher up there to that Thar thing up there and just obliterated it. Let's do that MDS that the Titan just hit. Boom, gone. Let's rush Hunger. Oh, Hunger's not targeted. Hunger's down here at the bottom, isn't he? Of course he is. Ugh. Love it when bots just stay down there. But that just goes to show, that you need to pay attention to targeting and pathing and understand them. Yeah, Trax, I do sometimes. Right now there's nothing I can do. So I just try to help use this as a distraction too, and I kind of raised the bar against Waza and Frisia. Okay, guys. Hey, sorry about that. Yes, we just did Zone 16 on that last battle, and I'm sorry, I don't know what happened, but my OBS crashed, and I think YouTube has been giving me some pair crasher with kickback. Interesting. I think we'll do that. I think we will definitely do that. Let's do that. That's interesting. But they're both electric, but kickback also has glass gas, so we'll see. That's interesting. Yeah, let's try that out. That's an interesting little tidbit there. Let's try that. Crasher and kickback. Yeah, Blazes, I think Track was just like, CF's getting pissed at me, so I'm just going to crash YouTube on him. But as you can see, I come right back. So sorry about that delay, guys. I don't know what happened in that regard. Probably YouTube lost its connection real quick. And I saw somebody say, I think it was Megatron who said Nemesis Prime, so we're throwing Nemesis in there. And I passed kickback, I know. I'm honestly, you would think that I would be used to scrolling them by name, but I'm really not. I like going by power and by class because I can strategize them better that way. But there's kickback. And yeah, let's do Zone 16 yet again. Because, we don't follow the suggested zones on this. That was Fireclaw. Oh, take the credit, Megatron. Take the freaking credit. Fireclaw gets too much exposure anyway. Too much credit on stuff. But yeah, let's do glass gas right up here at these mines. We'll do some crasher up there. Wow. All right. That was interesting. Wow. Did it really do? It did like a third damage on that spider mine. That was on the AoE effect. Wow, that was impressive. I'm going to have to test that again. But let's bring in some glass gas over here. And we'll fire Crasher, there. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. All right, yeah. Hey, the glass gas is actually helping. I know we're not going to win this test battle, but that was all right. So yeah, she Crasher will definitely work with glass gas. Helps that out a bit. Megatron is asking, can Hunger get another shot maybe where he gets to do something? Well, that's the problem with Hunger. He doesn't do anything. But, yeah, I'll give your boy Hunger another chance, Megatron. I'll give it another chance. Because you're going to harass me otherwise. But it's all good. It's all good. It's meant in play and jest. I know. But fine. We will do another one with Hunger, where he might actually do something. Who knows? I doubt it. Okay, I thought I added Quake there for a minute. Yeah, man, my brain is going freaking nuts. And we said Hunger. I have like a mental block against Hunger. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but I'm just saying. You know what? We'll just do a Hunger Crasher mashup. Let's just do those two. We'll do them in Zone 14 here on playtest, so you might keep him alive a bit longer. But unfortunately, he still isn't that great. See, that's kind of where I'm going with, and maybe that's why I have a mental block against him, Fireclaw, because I'm just like, ugh, Hunger. But yeah, let's see if we can't get Hunger to do something. Go there. God, he's slow. He just stopped at the wall. The hell? And now he's off doing his stupid warrior munch Terracon thing. And we've got the majority of the base cleared out here at the bottom, so there's no path in him right now. Gosh. That was just horrible. Not only was he slow, he just like stopped at the wall like, nope, not doing it. I'm not gonna lie, that was slightly disappointing. See, look at this. I went for the shock tower, and he went off on this little curve and everything else, and ugh. Oh, and there's Twilight's favorite bot, Cosmos. Got attacked by Twilight, or by Hunger. Got attacked by the hack bot. And we're going to bring Crasher up. Oh, Crasher just got the hack bounce on her. So now they're going to fight each other. Maybe I can get Hunger out of the way. Yeah, look at that. I love how Crasher's just taking everybody out. I love it. That's great. All right, Megatron, there you go. I gave Hunger a better chance to do something. And yeah, he does pretty much do whatever the hell he wants to do. It's kind of annoying sometimes. Oh man. But guys, I totally appreciate your help this weekend on the stream, your feedback, your contributions. To working with and strategizing with these guys. This was definitely a fun exercise, as it always is whenever we have community involvement. That is definitely one thing I'm gonna say that I love doing on the streams is talking and working with you guys on stuff and heckling you guys right back. You know, I have got no problem giving it back, but it's all meant in jest. It's all meant in fun. It's all meant in camaraderie. All right. We'll do one more. We'll do Pair Crusher with Dreadwing. We'll do one more. We'll do one more, and then I'm gonna sign off, guys. Because, like I said, and like Track said, you know, I stream no matter what's going on in my life. Usually, unless there's something major, serious, or critical going on, that I'm not available to do it. But all right, Crasher and Dreadwing. All right. This ought to be interesting. And I'll see where Dreadwing is set up before we deploy. So there's Crasher coming in there. And, excuse me, guys. And Dreadwing. And there's Dreadwing. And let's see where he's set up at. Oh. Yeah, we need to crank him up a bit. Not the core, the ability. And we'll get him up there with his SA-11. I know a lot of people like this bot. I actually have to admit, I don't. I've got him higher on my live account. I still don't like him. But here we go. He's maxed. He's got a max core. He's got his special ability 11. Crasher and Dreadwing. Trax, you're going to be the death of me, I swear, some days. And I'm kind of with you there. I definitely will blaze things, and I will definitely dread. So thank you, guys. Thank you for the warm regards. And all right, Crasher and Dreadwing. Here we go. See, I don't see how this pair up is going to work out too well, because Crasher's going to destroy stuff before Dreadwing gets there. Yeah, like that. And like if we come up here to this laser, beam laser, yeah, they're both going to just clear. They're not going to pair up too well. There's not going to be much synergy between them because they're clearing out the headquarters. They're clearing out the buildings. But let's see if Dreadwing can take out that MDS. I don't think he can. No, he didn't come close to doing anything for that MDS. I know Crasher would have taken it out. Watch. Crasher will take it. Oh, that's Dreadwing again. Dang it. Okay, so it's 2 for Dreadwing, 1 for Crasher for obliterating MDSs. So I was never really impressed with Dreadwing, to be honest. Wing Saber is Dreadwing, Trax. Stop trying to gaslight people, man. But yeah, I knew that these two weren't going to do much, and I knew Dreadwing wasn't going to do much. Honestly, I've never been happy with Dreadwing. I was really, really severely disappointed with Dreadwing and Wing Saber when they came out. I still am. So, all right, guys. I think we're gonna end the stream here. Thank you all for your feedback, for your regards for Kess. Thank you. For everything that you guys do, everything that we all do together as a community. Thank you for the positive feedback regarding the private wiki I was showing off earlier. I've got it right here. So man, I really appreciate the support from you guys. You guys have been an awesome bunch to collaborate with and to just knock stuff out. But I'm going to end the stream here, guys. Have a good weekend. Have a good event. I hope you guys get the Wheelie Crasher levels you're looking for. And you know what? Keep up the heroic nonsense, my friends. I'll probably do some more videos throughout the week. And of course, we'll have a stream next weekend. I got other stuff I got to attend to. I got to put my mind on stuff. So, guys, thanks for the support. Thanks for the regards for the misses. And I'll just keep everything going and keep up the heroic nonsense, my friends. Have a good weekend.